about a year, 14 months ago. Very good friend of mine and of the comedy season, of the comedy area here in Chicago. He was stricken with leukemia. A few comics got together. We raised a lot of money for him with the help of the people from City Winery. Then we had a party and we raised a few dollars more. And I'm happy to say that this friend of mine and friend of ours is back doing comedy. And he is here tonight. So if you would please show the love to cousin Vinnie. Vinnie Hickey, everybody.
Hey, how's everybody doing tonight? Thank you for coming out. We got Ricky March. He visited me in the hospital constantly. I just want you to know what kind of a man he is. He stole my cannoli when I was on my cancer bed. Thank you. I still want that fucking cannoli. A lot of crazy shit, you know. It's scary. You get diagnosed with cancer. And you get nervous, you get scared. I was scared shitless. The doctor's like, here's a can. If you want to save your sperm, the chemo's probably going to ruin your semen. So you got till tomorrow. So here I am. I just got a death sentence, I thought, and turns out I got to get the old Schwanzili up and ready to start partying. You know what I mean? And it was hard, man. I was tugging and pulling, and I was just too nervous. So I called this girl Lisa. She is the Jean-Claude Van Hand of masturbation. I mean, she was there. It was a couple minutes, but it ended up working. I lost a little bit of weight. I lost about 8 pounds recently. I got circumcised. Yeah, it's crazy. I was like the Lindsay Lohan on the cancer floor, you know, like 118 pounds, walking around 5'4". People are shoving me around. It was tough. Now I'm 157 pounds, motherfuckers. Eating like a champ. The hospital, they were cool. I went to the University of Chicago. Awesome doctors. The nurse came into my room and she's like, "It's been 7 days since you shit. We need to go through this." And my best friend's sitting in the room. He's sitting right next to me. And he's like, "Yeah, Vin, she wants to play with your shit." And she's like, "Yeah, Vin, I want to play with your shit." So everybody wanted to play with my shit, which is kind of crazy. A little ridiculous. They say I had more visitors than Eric Estrada. I hope so. That motherfucker ain't sold a chip in years. My donor, he's a nice guy. He's anonymous. This guy that donated me his bone marrow, it was anonymous. He wasn't looking for something. He wasn't looking for nothing. Just gave me his bone marrow. They did tell me one thing. They said he's fighting in Israel's army right now. So that could be the reason I've been trying to save my money since I got sick. Getting a little cheap. I flew Spirit Airlines. Anybody ever fly Spirit Airlines? Spirit Airlines is like the Indiana of the airline industry. You know, you can throw up wherever you want, piss anywhere. It's whatever. It's no holds barred in that motherfucker. A little crazy. Yeah, I'm actually, I'll be going to the Bahamas in 2 weeks. Pretty stoked. My best friend bought me the tickets. Yeah, what a fucking friend, right? Before I couldn't get him to buy me a drink, that cheap fucking prick. I said this Bahamas is just, it's a drop in a bucket. I just recently grew a mustache for a Gillette TV commercial. Besides doing stand-up comedy, I'm an actor. I was in Tony and Tina's wedding. I was, Tony and Tina people! Yeah, I was in Tony and Tina's wedding. I grew a mustache, and I realized sometimes things are different when you have a mustache opposed to when you don't. Like if you have the mustache and you're sitting at the park and you're watching people, it's called people watching. As soon as you grow the mustache, it's called rape. Really ridiculous. I used to do heating and air conditioning before I started doing stand-up comedy and playwriting. But heating and air conditioning is the shittiest job in the world. And I mean shitty because you're in a work van 8 hours a day, and sometimes you have to take a shit. You know, it's really. If you have to take a shit and you're driving, the guy, you know, like your partner, he's like, hey, can you pull over? I gotta take a shit real quick. And we don't have toilet paper or anything. This guy's wiping his ass with his socks. And then asked me for my socks. I mean, I gave it to him, you know, you kind of have to. We went on another shitty service call. These guys were complaining about burnt wiring. So like, there was a bad smell coming from the supply vent of their furnace. So, you know, we walk up, and this tall guy I'm with, thank God I'm short, but he's like, it's coming from the supply vent. So he's unscrewing the supply vent, and a pair of shitty underwear hit him right in the face. Their son, he was 8 years old. He unscrewed the supply vent and shoved his shitty underwear and re-screwed it. So they paid $225 for a service call of their son's shit. Which I thought was kind of nice. Any Italians out there? It's tough work being Italian. You know, you gotta shave your back. You gotta trim your nose hairs. Alright, enough about the women in my family. I'm here to tell some jokes. I actually think the Muppets are Italian. You know, you got Fozzie, Kermie, a crazy hairy motherfucker named Animal. Of course they're Italian, you know what I mean? I remember the first episode I saw, Kermit walked up to Miss Piggy, or he walked up to Fozzie at the end of the bar, he goes, here, who's that pig at the end of the bar with the nice pork rinds? That's Miss Piggy. She got great tits and nice ass when she walk us. Hey guys, thank you very much for bringing me back up again. It's my first time in a year. If you like, I got some support bracelets, $5 a piece. Some orange support bracelets. God bless you guys. Give it up for Rick March.
Cousin Vinnie, one more time. We collected a lot of money in the last year for the Vincent J. Hickey Leukemia Fund. I'm happy to say there's $114 left that's going to him. Don't blow it on hookers in the Bahamas. They're cheaper in Bridgeport.